Hi boys and girls, I have a story today that is a scientific story, and in this book we are going to learn about metamorphosis as frogs lay their eggs and go from tadpole to frog, and the book is called From Tadpole to Frog by Kathleen, Weidner, Zoehfeld. In the spring you may see frog eggs in the still water of a pond. Each egg is a ball of clear jelly with a small dark center. Take a closer look. This is one frog egg. Hundreds of eggs stick together in a clump called frog spawn. Inside the eggs, tiny tadpoles are growing. At first, they look like small, dark specks. In a few days, little heads and tails take shape, and soon the tadpoles are big enough to wiggle out of their eggs. After feeding on the jelly of their eggs for a while, the tadpoles wave their tail and swim away. Gills on the outside of a tadpole's body help it breathe underwater. Let's take a closer look. These little things on the sides are called gills. The tadpole's main job is to eat and grow. Many of the tadpoles will be eaten by hungry bugs, fish, or turtles, but a few escape. They will grow to be frogs. And here you can see this poor tadpole is being eaten by a bug. Tadpoles do not look much like the frogs they will become. A tadpole has a strong tail for swimming. The tadpole has a hard mouth. It uses its mouth to scrape soft plants from the rocks and pebbles in the pond. After a few weeks, the tadpole has grown 2 hind legs, and the tadpole's gills have moved inside its body. Lungs are beginning to form inside the tadpole's body too. Now and then it swims up. The tadpole puts its head out of the water. It takes little breaths of air. You can see its little tiny feet, but it still has its tail. As the tadpole's lungs grow stronger, its gills shrink away. 2 front legs begin to grow where its gills once were. By the time it is about 2 months old, the tadpole's mouth has become wider. The tadpole starts to eat small bugs. Oh, and look, it's starting to look like a frog. It just has a long tail still. For a few more weeks, the tadpole's tail shrinks and shrinks. Now the tadpole's strong legs and its webbed feet help it swim. The tadpole has changed into a small frog. Soon the little frog will leave the pond. The frog spends much of its time out of the water, but it likes to stay wet, so it does not go far. The little frog catches bugs and worms. It swallows them in its wide mouth. The frog eats and grows. It gets a little bigger every day. After about 2 or 3 years, the frog is fully grown. Every spring, there will be new frog eggs in the pond. And boys and girls, this is the perfect time of year in the spring to go look for frog eggs if you have a little pond or water near you. I hope you enjoy learning about frogs.